It is not difficult for Allah to create such a person. Philip K. Hitti, the famous historian, while summing up the character and achievements of Ali, says he was magnanimous to his foes. When when we look for the examples in the pages of history, we find them to be many, which overwhelm the reader with surprise and admiration. In an age when oppression, cruelty, and barbarity were rampant, temper was always on the tip of their noses, swords could be drawn on slightest misunderstanding or petty quarrels. Fighting for anger, honor, or vendetta was an everyday affair. Magnanimity or kindness towards the enemy was unknown. Ali was the only person who, even in those troubled times, never drew his sword for the satisfaction of his own desire, honor, or grudge, and whenever he did so, it was only for the truth and justice, that is, in the defense of Islam. In those wars, he set brilliant examples of kindness and magnanimity even to the inveterate enemies of Islam. Although Ali's deeds of magnanimity to his foes abound in history, but one instance, that is, his conduct towards Umar ibn Abdul, the feared warrior and inveterate enemy of Islam, deserved special admiration. This happened in the Battle of the Ditch, when the giant warrior, regarded as equal to 1,000 horsemen, jumped the ditch, galloped up to the tent of the Prophet, and threw challenge for an hand-to-hand single combat. Nobody dared to take up the challenge except Ali, who succeeded in killing him after the protracted and sanguinary duel. After vanquishing the famed warrior, Ali did not dishonor the dead body by taking off his coat of mail, helmet, shield, prize sword, or other paraphernalia, which could have been a trophy for him as per the established customs of chivalry among the Arabs. When the sister of Umar came to wail over the dead body of her famous brother, she was surprised to see that it was not molested in any way, and as a result of this, her lamentation burst forth into a spontaneous expression of eulogy for the greatness and magnanimity of Ali. In her couplets she said, "In case Umar's killer was other than this killer, I would have never stopped crying for him. But his killer is that honorable person who is without any blemish, and whom the people call Diadem of Arabia. And this is a great source of solace for my bereaved heart." Najul Balagha. Professor Muhyiddin, professor of Arabic at Al-Azhar University of Cairo, writes, Najul Balagha is a compilation of the words of Imam Ali. It is compiled by Sayyid Razi. It contains such specimens of chaste language, noble eloquence, and superior wisdom that no one but Ali can produce such a work, because next to the Holy Prophet he was the greatest orator, the greatest authority on language and literature, and the greatest source of wisdom of the religion Islam. He was such a philosopher that from his words flow streams of knowledge and wisdom. A poet's tribute. The poet of the East, Dr. Muhammad Iqbal, has paid him the glowing tribute in the following words: "Ay mahve sanae to zabahan, ay Yusuf-e karwan jahan." O Ali, because of your highly laudable qualities and services to Islam, you enjoy the most favorable place in the eyes of the Holy Prophet and God Almighty. Therefore the faithfuls regard you as the embodiment of faith, and are ever busy in recounting your praises, and at the same time in silent prayers imploring you to intercede on their behalf. for the acceptance of their supplications. In view of this, you are as important and valuable to their lives as Prophet Joseph was to the caravan which traveling through the Dari desert and looking for the life-giving water found him in the well and took him with it as the gift of heaven, an omen of good luck. ऐ बाबे मदीना मोहब्बत, ऐ नूहे सफीना मोहब्बत. The Prophet once said, I am the city of knowledge and Ali its gateway, and the poet regards the Prophet as also the city of divine love, and naturally Ali as it is its gateway. Therefore, the acquisition of divine love is possible only through his intercession. In this connection, he is likened to Prophet Noah, whose boat was the only protection against the great flood caused by the wrath of God. Similarly, the boat of Ali's love is only source of conveyance to the shores of divine love. ऐ माहिए नक्शे बातिले मन, ऐ फातहे खैबरे दिले मन. My heart has become a citadel strong and impregnable as Khaybar for the false interpretation and understanding and practice of the religion. You conquered it with your great knowledge of Quran and overpowering kindness. The conquest was complete and total, which, filling me with your love, has kept me ever since on the right path with a contented heart. ऐसिर खत्ते वजूब इमका तफसीर तू सूरह है कुरान. Only because of your love for the Prophet and Allah and services to the cause of Islam, you have been elevated to the high position where you serve as a liaison between the Creator and the created in the form of an invisible path or line of righteousness. Therefore, those who wish to reach Allah should do so by loving you from the depths of their hearts and taking guidance from you as you are the speech Quran Natiq. And whenever you talk, the words come out from providing directions according to the surahs of Al-Quran. ऐ मज़हब इश्क़ रा नमाज़े, ऐ सीने तो अमीन राज़े. According to the poet, the passionate and unrestricted love is the only way of getting the favors of the Prophet and Allah. Because of this zeal and services for the cause of Islam,